going on, guys? It's Rostellian here. I'm bringing you part 2 of my About Me gameplay commentary with a bit of Black Ops 2 in the background, so hopefully you don't mind about that. It's another kind of 2 games, but I tried to edit the second one down just so it could kind of fit the time frame of my gameplay, so, well, my commentary, sorry. So hopefully, you know, you enjoy it, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. So, this kind of video is about years 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 in kind of a high school, and these were kind of, so far that's 5 years, so that was kind of quite a big portion of my life, seeing as I'm 17 years old. There's quite a lot of time in my life, not just in school but and out of school as well. So I have like year 7, you know, you're in a new school where there's year 11s who are what, 16 years of age when you're 11, I think, in year 11. No, 7, sorry. Are you 11 in year 7? I think so. 12. No, 12. You must be 12. Surely. And sometimes you can feel a bit intimidated. And when you're in a high school, it can be up to, say, in England where I live, there can be about 1,000 people in your school. So, you know, write in the comment section below if that's a lot in your school or not. I'm just interested how many people do you have in your school? Do you have under 1,000, over 1,000? Do you have loads and loads of people? So that'd be quite good to hear about in the comment section. So like I said, there's loads of people, and you're like in the youngest year, so everyone's like, oh, year 7s, they're so annoying and stuff like that. So what you have to do to try, well, what I had to do, sorry, not what you have to do, what I did to kind of stay in with, you know, the chance of having friends and getting popular was kind of be a bit cheeky, and it's kind of how I made some friends in high school. It's how I made the friends. And what I did was, you know, I'd try and act quite cool, and you know, looking back on it now, it's kind of a bad thing to do, because it's not almost you're putting it on just to fit in, and if anything, that's kind of one of the worst things you can do, pretend to be someone you're not. So after halfway through year 7, I was like, right, let's be myself. So that's what I did. So year 7, nothing really interesting happened. It was me basically settling down in the school, not getting rid of my old friends, but, you know, people change when they go to a new school. Like me, I went a different route to my friends from primary school, so I went to, you know, some new friends who I met in my class, because I had like I had a few of the same friends in my class, but not all of them. And so it came to year 8, and you know, I made friends with pretty much everyone in my class, because we've had like a year together, and so we've got to know each other better. So I met my, well, he's now my friend, but he was back then, he's called Tom, and he's a legend. So we've been friends for what, coming up for 6 years now, which, you know, might not seem that much depending on how old you are, but seeing as I'm 17, that's, you know, quite a lot of my lifetime. So just from meeting through school, props to him. But well, we have had some good times actually. First time, well, not first time, but we came around mine, and you know, if you don't know, I study media, and I kind of like to make films. We were making a film, and it was snowing. It's snowing in England, and it never really quite snows in England, so it's quite, you know, you're all excited about it. It wasn't loads and loads of snow. It was like, you know, a centimetre on the top, or maybe even less. But we kind of took advantage of the snow and used it for a setting in my garden. And what did we do? Just we make a fire. I know, a bit random, but made a fire on the floor and filmed this. It's like, oh, we're freezing in Antarctica, but pretty sure if there's a fire in Antarctica, there wouldn't be one, because it wouldn't even work. So you know, it wasn't exactly a good film, and I won't be able to show you, because who knows where it is now. But kind of not set my garden on fire, but lit a fire. So that was pretty funny. Another time when he was around mine was, I have a like a garden bin, but not one of the brown ones you put recycling brown stuff in. It's like a metal one for burning stuff in. and we put loads of newspaper and leaves in it, and we thought, well, what are we doing now? Why have we put newspaper in? All right, we get some matches, chuck the matches in the bin, set all the bin on fire. It's like, that's a nice fire, but it's not quite big enough, you know. Being young teenagers, just like empty deodorant can, lob it in. It's like, oh, we run away straight away, thinking, oh, God, this is going to be a massive explosion, and nothing happened. So it was like, oh, okay. It was about waiting over the fire for about 5 minutes of our faces looking in it. We could see the deodorant can at the bottom, just like hissing, like releasing the gas, and then I hear a click. It just goes, and I'm just like, crap, it's gonna blow. And we run kind of away from the bin. My friend trips up, Tom trips up on like my decking, because I've got a patio kind of decking. He trips up, both turn around, the bin just goes poof, and in the air, just, I don't know how high, it went like, I don't know, 10, 12 foot in the air, which was pretty impressive. And the bin has like, it's metal and it's got holes in, so the fire came out the sides as well. And it was only 3 seconds after I heard the click. So if I didn't actually hear the click and just think, oh God, it's going to go up, you know, well, I might not even be here to, you know, commentate, to be honest. And I've pretty much always wanted to do that, so it's kind of a bad thing. But hey, other times we've kind of been messed around was we messed around was I had some toilet paper and I put it on a stick and I set it on fire and I tried to lob it in the air, but just went out, and you know, well, that was his idea. So you know, quite naughty. I'd never do it now, to be honest. I've got a bit more responsibility, but you know, it's fun when you're younger. Yeah. In school, nothing much happened really. In school, just my exams, but I was quite cheeky. In year 9, I had these things called timeouts, and it's a bit of yellow. It's a yellow sheet you get when you're naughty. You get sent out of the classroom into another class to fill in the form. Basically, it's like an exclusion from that lesson. And in year 9, I had about 20 something, or 20, give or take a few. And you get a letter home, and my mum wasn't pleased, and you know, looking back on it now, I'm not pleased either. But hey, what can I do? I was a teenager, and well, I still am a teenager, but I was a younger teenager. Woo! But I don't know why I'm wooing, but hey, yeah. In year 7, you know, midway year 3, year 7 is when I'd say I properly got into gaming as well. To be honest, I was in the class and I was just like, yeah, sitting here, because you know, year 7 is this when you start to make more friends, and I'd listen in on people's conversations, like how nosy I am, and they'd be talking about gaming, and I was just like, yeah, I played PS2, and they all just turned at me. They're like, what? And they're like, yeah, we played PS3. What we did, and I'm just like, oh, sorry. And by this time, I hadn't even had I didn't have an Xbox or anything, but you know, my first proper game I got into was Prince of Persia on the PS2. That's probably the first game I got into, if you didn't know that. And yeah, they just looked at me. It's like, what? We're on about PS3, and you know, just like, oh, all right then. And so I was there for the rest of the year, just like, yeah, I've never played PS3, but yeah, it's like trying to agree to make me sound cooler. And then I thought, enough's enough. Time to get an Xbox. So they were on pretty much the whole time they're talking about, oh, PlayStation 3, it's amazing, and then I'm just like, Xbox. And I don't really know what made me get an Xbox. I think it's because I didn't want a PS3. I don't know. It's not like I prefer the two, one or the other. I just thought Xbox, and I know like a few of my friends had it already, but and the majority of my friends at that time had PS3. But I just totally went the opposite way and got an Xbox. And I don't know what attracted to me about it. I thought I planned to get an Xbox anyway, so it's just a bit random. But hey, PS3. I have one now though, so don't cry over spilt milk or whatever they say, and I don't even know I said that, but hey. So yeah, nothing interesting that much, but if you're interested, I picked Triple Science, Media, Food Tech and BTech Sport as my options, as my GCSEs for my exams, and you know, I did alright. Yeah, alright, kind of, yeah, alright, if you want to say alright, but yeah, Triple Science, I'm not going to tell you what I got, but let's just say I couldn't be a philosopher or a biologist or a chemist. Yeah. Or oh, actually, to be honest, my others, it was pretty much only Triple Science. The options I picked that I didn't do well on. The others are fine, actually. And media, as you may know now, I do it now at college, and it's what I want to do later in life, be a film director. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, Steven Spielberg, you're watching this. Imagine that. Just, yes, I am. Just comments in comments in the section below. That would be amazing. But hey, it's my fantasy and my vivid imagination. So yeah. So not too much. Well, a lot happened, but not too much actually really exciting. I won't know how, you know, how much to say and how much not to tell you. If you kind of want me to evaluate more, you know, leave it in the comment section below, and I can possibly make another video for you guys. And it's about been, well, I finished school in September, and it's now nearly March, so you know, not much happened then. But if you want to see some more of, well, hear some more of my life now or past, leave it in the comment section below, and I should get back to you soon. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video. Adios.